Welcome back. Turning back to the races that we are still following in Arizona. The highly watched race for governor is still hanging in the balance with 76% of the vote in. But so is the race for senator, as control of the Senate could go either way. NBC's Vaughn Hilliard is in Arizona. Mr. Arizona, Vaughn Hilliard, let's go through, first of all, former President Trump. Here he comes. Here he goes again. Came out today on Truth Social, casting doubt on the Arizona and Nevada elections, even though we know they count slowly, saying they want more time to cheat. That is exactly what feeds misinformation, disinformation, all of the threats, all the craziness of the audit in Arizona. What does it mean? What's the reaction out there, if any?
Right. Reasonable humans that want to convey to the American public exactly how the election system actually works would not speak those words. Let's be frank here. There is a process here. We all expected this to take a while. And for anybody that actually had conversations with the county officials, you would understand exactly why the ballots are taking a while. That is because it takes a while to verify the signatures on mail ballots to ensure that this is, in fact, a secure election. And, of course, then there's an adjudication process in case there's any crinkles on a ballot. The Republican and a Democrat, literally, they look at it together and go and authenticize the ballot in what, in fact, is on the ballot if it doesn't work through the machine. There's a process to it here. We knew that this was going to happen here. And there's also a reality that there's about 275,000 ballots here in Maricopa County, guys, that we expect to favor Kari Lake and the Republicans. Those initial ballots, we're going to get a few of them, we're told, tonight, but then we're going to get more rolling out in the days ahead here. Yet that hasn't stopped the likes of Kari Lake calling out the, quote, crooks and cheaters, which, of course, she doesn't name anybody specific other than she has casted doubt on the Maricopa County's elections officials who are overseeing this election. But then you've also got Mark Finchem, who is the Republican Secretary of State candidate, who has spent the morning tweeting out conspiracy theories, including the likes of, it seems like only the election deniers are the ones denying releasing the election results. We will be looking into all of these election anomalies. Tell the election deniers to stop denying us the results. Mark Finchem here is somebody who also just suggested in the last hour that we should be going and looking through the election office here to find Katie Hobbs and Adrian Fontes, suggesting that somehow they are changing the outcome. All this is to say this process is moving along. We will be getting our next election drops here later tonight around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, you guys.
I just wondering, how does that get through? Let me ask everybody, how does that get through on Twitter? Isn't there supposed to be a process where totally false claims like that get filtered out this close to an election?
Of course, the question is how that changes with Elon Musk in charge of Twitter.
That's what I'm saying,
this was a Truth Social.
Yeah,
a Truth on his own social media site, Truth Social, which, you know, obviously there is no.
No, I'm talking about what Finchem was tweeting out.
Yeah.
What he was just referring to. That got on that platform.
You have to wonder if the Musk factor is part of that, Andrea.
Yeah. Sorry, Vaughn. You set me off.
No, I mean, the issue here, too, is understanding and trying to explain to the public, which each of these candidates would have the ability to do. Kari Lake could go out today and say, look, everybody, this drop tonight, we should expect to actually go further into the deficit on the ballot count, because that's what the likely reality is. The ballots that we are going to see drop tonight are likely to lean Democratic. These are early votes that were mailed in on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Kari Lake's deficit is going to climb tonight. She could go out and acknowledge that. But then she could also tell the public, but hey, just wait until Friday. When more ballots drop, we expect those ones to favor us, because those were hand-delivered mail ballots that were taken to polling locations. In 2020, those ballots favored Donald Trump. That is why initially on election night, he was down by a lot. He ended up losing by just 10,500 votes. We expect a similar situation to play out here. But again, we also have to double down and say we don't know the results of any of these ballots until they are tabulated by the election workers behind us. So I can stand here, county officials can stand, the campaigns can go and predict what's going to happen here. But until we actually get the release of these results, we don't know. So yes, do I think Kari Lake is going to make this a close race, even potentially take over Katie Hobbs in this? Yes, but we do not know that until the county actually releases the results of what the voters of Arizona went and did today. And Mark Finchem knows that, Kari Lake knows that, and Donald Trump knows that. Yet it is willful ignorance and willful pushing back against reality to suggest otherwise.